everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel Step Up. Today I'm going to give an overview on one of the most commonplace yet enchanting topics under the Milky Way, and the name of the topic is IELTS, International English Language Testing System. Before I make you run through the ins and outs of IELTS, let me tell you about the 6 fundamental realities of IELTS. The first reality that you need to keep in mind is the full form of IELTS. And the full form of IELTS, because many students have reported to me in the past, I have learned from them that even in the speaking test, once in a while, that is 2 out of 10 students are asked the full form of IELTS. And we should not draw blank there when the examiner asks us in the speaking test the full form of IELTS. So the first ground reality of IELTS is the full form of IELTS, and it is International English Language Testing System, IELTS. Second thing that I want to bring to your kind notice is the pronunciation. बहुत लोग pronounce कैसे करते हैं IELTS को? IELTS. This is a very atrociously wrong pronunciation of IELTS. तो कभी IELTS नहीं बोलना है. We have to say IELTS. That is IELTS, not ILETS. IELTS. No, IELTS. Okay. The third thing, the aspirants or the candidates who are new to IELTS, they feel that the band score from which they are evaluated or they will be evaluated will be 10. No, it is not 10 band scores or more than 10 band scores. It is 9 bands. So the maximum score from which you are evaluated in IELTS is 9 bands. And any college, any conceivable college, will entertain your candidature if you score 6.5 with no less than 6 in any skill of IELTS. Okay, so 6.5 you have to score, and in every skill there has to be a minimum of 6 bands, right? The fourth thing is IELTS is a paper-based test, but these days efforts are on to make computer-based test a popular norm. Okay, so yes, there is an option that is hurled at you to choose between a computer-based test and a paper-based test, but majority of the students, they go for a paper-based test. All right, which is good, which is bad, or which is more convenient, less convenient, I'll talk on PBT versus CBT in a different video altogether. Fifth thing is the validity of IELTS score, and the validity of IELTS score is 2 years. All right, and the final thing, how long does the exam of IELTS last? So if now I am sitting in the examination hall to take IELTS exam, it will take 2 hours and 40 minutes to take an IELTS examination. All right, so it is 2 hours 40 minutes plus 10 minutes. This 2 hours 40 minutes is for listening, reading, writing, and next 10 minutes is for speaking. But speaking never takes place on the same date. Speaking takes place 2 or 3 days before approximately, or 2 or 3 days after approximately the main date. So if you have, for example, booked let us say 15th of October as your IELTS date, then your speaking may be on 11th, 12th or 13th of October, or maybe on 17th, 18th or 19th of October, but it will never be on 15th of October, because on 15th you will have to take the main test, which is listening, reading and writing. Okay, LRW. This video particularly focuses on the academic training or AT module of IELTS. On GT module, I'll speak extensively, elaborately in some other video, in the next video. Alright, so for GT, IELTS GT, I have made a different video. This video is for IELTS academic training. Although there is not a gulf of a difference between the two, there is no world of a difference, but yes, there is a difference. Alright, so let us now talk about listening, reading, writing and speaking. What is listening? In listening, a recording is played and question paper is in your hand. When you look at the question paper, you will see that there are 4 sections in the question paper. Section 1, if you turn the pages, section 2, section 3, section 4. How many sections in listening? 4 sections. And every section has 10 questions. Alright? So every section has 10 questions. You have 4 sections, and total number of questions therefore becomes 10 questions multiplied by 4 sections, 40. In listening, I was saying, recording will be played and you have to listen to the recording very smartly, very sharply, intelligently and carefully, and keep on solving the question on the basis of what you listen in the recording or the tracks that are played for you to solve the listening test. Okay, how it is done, more about listening I'll tell you later, but yes, keep this thing in mind. Listening has 4 sections. Every section has 10 questions, total number of questions 40, and you get 30 minutes to solve the listening module, the listening test, and then you will get 10 minutes to transfer the answers from the question paper to the answer sheet. Yes dear, you have to solve on the question paper itself, fill in the blanks type questions, form fill up type questions, matching questions, and a variety of a range of questions are there in listening. Okay, but whatever you come across, you have to solve first on the question paper, and then you will get 10 minutes to transfer the answers from the question paper to the answer sheet. This should be the method, this should be the system that you have to follow. Okay, the second skill in IELTS after listening is reading. So when you get an IELTS question paper in your hand, the first thing that you come across, पहला चीज़ जो आप पाएंगे वो है listening. दूसरा चीज़ is reading. Alright, so what is reading? In reading, in academic training module, you get 3 passages. How many passages in reading? 3 passages. Every passage will have either 13 or 14 questions. Alright, so you have to solve these questions, and every passage will have a stipulated time of 20 minutes. What should be your strategy to solve a reading passage? About strategy to solve a reading passage, reading questions, that I'll discuss in a different video, but today it is an overview on IELTS. So I am telling you that in reading section you will get 3 passages. Every passage will have either 13 or 14 questions. Total number of questions in reading section will be 40, and you will be given 20, 20, 20, that is 60 minutes to solve the reading test. Now here there is a catch. In reading, when you are solving the question on the question paper, you are marking question number 1, B is the right answer. You get multiple choice MCQs, multiple choice questions, you get matching questions, you get true, false, not given, isn't it? So when you are solving such question types, you will solve on the question paper, no doubt, but simultaneously or immediately when you solve every question, you should transfer the answers to the answer sheet, because you don't get a single minute. It is not like listening that you will get 10 minutes, 5 minutes. No, you don't get a single second to transfer the answers from the question paper to the answer sheet. So simultaneously, parallelly, keep on solving, keep on transferring the answers. Okay, the third thing in IELTS, or the third building block of IELTS, the third cornerstone of IELTS is writing. Writing has 2 tasks, task 1, task 2, academic training module. Task 1 is to write a report, task 2 is to write an essay. So task 1 is to write a report on what? Write a report on the given diagram. A diagram will be given. The diagram may be a pie chart, a bar graph, a line graph, a process flow, or a combination of line chart and pie chart, a bar graph and a pie chart. Okay, it may be a map, an image, whatever it is, you have to write very constructively for 20 minutes the report on the given diagram. Now, the minimum stipulated word limit that you have to follow is 150. That is 150 words you have to write no matter what. Okay, about the structure format of report I'll be discussing later, but yes, task 1, task 2 in writing. So task 1 is to write a report, minimum words 150, time allotted to you is 20 minutes, and you have to write captivatingly, charismatically, irresistibly. You have to leave no stones unturned in materializing a fantastic report of task 1 in IELTS. Come to second task. Task 2 is writing an essay. The minimum word limit that you have to abide by in essay is 250 words. So 250 words you have to write minimum. You can take it up to 300, 350, that doesn't matter, but yes, it should be substantial, it should be content driven, and you have to follow format, you have to follow the parameters of excellence in while writing the essay. Grammatical errors should not be there, lexical range must be maintained, task achievement is there, coherence and cohesion. As I said, detailed video I'll be making on writing later on, but for the time being, task 2 is to write an essay. Minimum word limit 250 words, minimum paragraphs, number of paragraphs 4 paragraphs you have to write. Time given to you will be 40 minutes. So in writing, task 1, task 2, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, total time is 60 minutes. So that is the reason when you book a date, an IELTS date, the time for which the IELTS exam lasts is 2 hours and 40 minutes. 40 minutes for listening, 1 hour for reading, another 1 hour for writing. So 2 hours 40 minutes, hence proved scientific. The fourth building block or the cornerstone or the mighty pillar of IELTS happens to be speaking. In speaking, there are 3 rounds. Round 1, which is introduction round, round 2, which is cue card round, and round 3, which is cross questioning round, abstract questioning round, follow-up questioning round, whichever terminologies you can use, terminologies differ. Alright, so let me introduce to you these 3 rounds. The first round I said is intro round or introduction round. Here in this round you have to introduce yourself to the examiner first and then face questions on topics that are very common. Alright, topics such as your name, hometown, friends, sweets, family, chocolates, technology, handwriting, computers, museum, seaside activities, colors, dreams, and a number of other topics. So 2 or 3 topics the questions will be asked on, right? So that will be introduction round question. How many questions will be asked and more detail about this round, I'll be making a different video altogether. Round 2 is cue card round. In cue card, a big topic is printed on a page or a diary, a spiral diary. That diary or that page will be given to me. I will look at the moment it is given to me. I'll have 1 minute to prepare, and then the examiner will say start, and I'll have to start speaking on that topic until the examiner stops me. This is very necessary. You don't have to stop by yourself. The examiner will stop you in 1.5 to 2 minutes. All right, 1.5 to 2 minutes, the examiner will stop you. So, sir, can you please give the sample topic of the cue card? Yes, I'll give you an example. Let us say if I am before the examiner can give a topic to me. The cue card topic can be talk about a museum that you have visited. Please say the name of the museum. Where is it located? When did you visit? With whom did you visit? And how did you feel? Okay. and I get 1 minute to prepare. I may take notes. I am at liberty to take notes, and I can look at the notes and speak also. All right, notes in form of bullet points. All right, so for 1 minute I have made my strategy crystal clear, and then I enrich myself to speak for 1.5 to 2 minutes. That is until the examiner stops me. The third round is the cross-questioning round, or abstract questions are asked on the second round, that is cue card round. In my case, the cue card was museum, isn't it? So the examiner may ask me, do you feel that there should be a small entry fee that should be levied for the visitors in the museum? Do you feel that the schools should house small museums within their compound or premises? This type of follow-up questionings can be done. All right, so this was all about the IELTS, the 4 rounds of IELTS. Hope you like the video. Tap on like and subscribe buttons on the YouTube for getting more notifications on my upcoming videos. Thank you very much, people, for the love and affection that you keep showering. Nimish Thakkar signs off until we meet again.